Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh wa maghfiratul jannah. Dear student of class 8 English version, how are you today? I hope that you are very well by the Almighty Allah. I'm also fine. Now I'm very delighted to get a unique opportunity to deliver today's topic. Specific to this topic, chapter 4, lesson 11 and 13. Lesson 11 about envy. Okay, envy implies to feel jealous of others' prosperity and fortune. Feeling jealous of others' property and wealth, honor, good result, or high rank are called envy. It also includes wishing harm to others. What is the identity of envy? Envy implies to feel jealous of others of prosperity and fortune. Feeling jealous of others' opportunity and wealth, honor, good result, or high rank are called envy. It also includes wishing harm to others. Bad effects of envy. Envy is a fatal mental sickness which is caused by many reasons like enmity, pride, apprehension on getting one's ill will damaged, temptation for leadership, etc. For this reason, a man feels envious and hateful of others. Islam declares all these forbidden. The bad effects of envy are boundless. Iblis, that means Shaitan, become envious by observing high rank of Hazrat Adam salam, and as a result he was cursed and deprived of Allah's mercy or Allah's bounties. The first sin after the creation of humans is due to envy. Out of envy, Kabil the son of Adam salam, killed his brother Habil. Envy, hidden in human character, brings on good deeds to ruination. Regarding this, the great Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alaihi wasallam about in hadith, قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الحسد يأكل الحسنة كما تأكل النار الحطب. إن الحسد يأكل الحسنات كما تأكل النار الحطب. That means as fire burns up the dry wood to ashes, similarly envy ruins the virtuous deeds. Musnabi Shihab. Envy destroys peace and keeps them burning with the torments of unhappiness. An envious person is hated by both and humans. Nobody loves him or be friends with him. People of the society avoid him. Envy creates quarrels, conflicts, and disturbance in the society. It creates pride in humans. Pride causes our damnation. Allah the Omnipotent teaches us in the Holy Quran how we can keep away from envy. It is described in the Holy Quran, Suratul Falaq. قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد ومن شر نفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد. That means save us from the harm of the envious, of envy, when they envy. Surah Falaq, ayat number 5. Allah the gracious loves those whose hearts are free from envy, and so they will enter the paradise. Once the dear Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam declared one of his sahabis Jannati, the inhabitant of heaven. When it was asked what he had done, Sahabi said, I never feel envious of the person who is gifted with the most valuable thing by Allah. Ibn Majah. Our pleas. So, in the long run, we will not be envious, not invite our when catastrophe, never feel jealous or disturb the social order. Okay, so dear student, I'm requesting you, this character is very bad character for us. Envy destroy our life. Envy destroy uh, in our character, in our society, in our family. Okay, so envy is a fatal mental sickness which is caused by many reasons like enmity. Okay, the first sin after the creation of humans is due to envy. Out of envy, Kabil, the son of Hazrat Adam alayhi salam, killed his own brother Habil. So envy is very bad habit. So to succeed, to prosper in the worldly life, you have to avoid this character. That means this character named envy. Allah the Most High about says, "Omin shari hasidin idha hasad." Save us from the haram of the envious when they envy. So, who are envious person? Okay, so always try to avoid from this person, because that person is very harmful for us, for our family, for our society, for our in the world. Okay, so envious person is very harmful to uh, for harmful to our family. So I'm requesting you, at any cost, uh, try to delete this from this habit, envy. Okay, now we'll discuss the chapter 4, lesson 13 about theft. Theft, as sarakatu. As sarakatu, that means theft. Sarakatu, Arabic synonym of theft. What is the identity of theft? Introduction. The means to steal. Theft means to steal. The practice of stealing means the occupation of the thief or work of the thief. When someone takes away others' property secretly without the owner knowledge, it is called theft. I'm trying to say this question answer the identity of theft. The theft means to steal. The theft means to steal. The practice of stealing means the occupation of the thief or work of the thief. When someone takes away others' property secretly without the owner's knowledge, it is called theft. So, bad effect of theft is immense. Okay, bad effects. There are many bad effects of theft. Are there? Insecurity. Number 2, destruction of social peace. Number 3, increasing social crime. Number 4, bad effects of theft. Stealing is a hateful deed. Number 5, a punishment in the afterlife. Okay. Next point, role of the Islam in preventing theft. Now I'll discuss the bad effects of theft. First of all, insecurity. For the theft, wealth and life become subject to insecurity. Sometimes the thief even murders the owners with the fear of being caught. Okay, for the thief, wealth and life become subject to insecurity. Sometimes the theft even murders the owners with the fear of being caught. Second point, description of social peace. People cannot sleep peacefully because of theft. They are not kept awake for the safety of their property. The social peace and really are disturbed much because of the fear of property being stolen. Third point of bad effects of theft, increasing social crime. In the society, new crimes are committed because of theft. A thief does not become satisfied with only stealing, rather he tends to snatch, kidnap, murder, and sometimes disgrace women. And try to saying this point important. In the society, new crimes are committed because of theft. A thief does not become satisfied with only stealing, rather he tends to snatch, kidnap, murder, and sometimes disgrace women. Next point, bad effects of stealing. Stealing is a hateful deed. Theft is one of the detestable crimes in the society. People consider a thief hateful in the society and feel ashamed of his being relative. Both family and society hate him. Okay. Punishment in the afterlife. Thief is an abominable and forbidden deed. It cannot make a person a true mu'min. Allah has promised to punish him severely in the afterlife, in the hereafter, that means in the akhirah. Okay, so role of Islam in preventing theft. So how to prevent theft from in the society, in the family. Role of Islam in preventing theft, that means how to prevent the thief from our country, from in the society. Apart from taking promises to punish the thief in the next life, Islam has awarded only good a punishment to prevent this immoral crime. Prevention number one, fulfillment of basic needs. It is needed to take a step to fulfill the basic needs, that means food, clothes of people, so that a person is not compelled to steal for want of basic needs. So employment should be created for them. Prevention number two, arrangement for exemplary punishment. In every country and society, there is code of punishment for the person who steals by natural impulse in spite of having no one to prompt him or her to theft. In Islam too, there are laws to punishment him or her. Allah the Omnipotent in the Holy Quran says, وَالسَّارِقُ وَالسَّارِقَاتُ فَاقْطَعُوا أَيْدِيَهُمَا جَزَاءً بِمَا كَسَبَا نَكَالًا مِنَ اللَّهِ. I'm listening again this ayat. وَالسَّارِقُ وَالسَّارِقَاتُ فَاقْطَعُوا أَيْدِيَهُمَا جَزَاءً بِمَا كَسَبًا نَكَالًا مِنَ اللَّهِ. That means Allah the Most High has said in this ayat, cut their thief hands off, whether they are men or women. From Allah it is the exemplary punishment for what they have committed. Surah Al-Ma'idah, ayat 38. Number 3, prevention of thief. Moral awareness. Social awareness can move our heart to abhor theft. We can create morality boycotting the thieves from the society. Okay? Religious prevention. Theft is not only a social crime but also an unlawful, that means haram, act in religion. There is severe punishment in the Akhirat other than the earthly hatred and punishment for the theft. Okay, so dear student, this character, that means theft activities are very bad activities, very harmful activities. So one day you have to die, but when you don't know. So always try to prepare your life good position. Okay, always uh, from away, abstain away from these activities. Okay, because these activities will be this act because of these activities will be punishment in the akhirat, severe punishment. Allah the Most High in the Holy Quran, والسارق والسارقات فاقطعوا أيديهما جزاء بما كسبا نكالا من Allah. That means cut their hands off, whether they are men or women. From Allah, it is the exemplary punishment for what they have committed. Okay, so dear student, today's lecture, two lesson um, 13 and 11, theft and envy is important. Okay, so always in our life, avoid bad this character. That's all today's topic for the timing. May Allah bless you. Allah Hafiz. MD Muhammad Masudur Rahman.